fresh from one of the most intense experiences of my life. And so I came here to just ground a bit. This is Sardinia, Italy. It's just like unreal, like the sacred waters that are around. It's a blue zone, so it's just like the energy here is like, it's descending energy, like you can feel pain and suffering like leaving and going down into the earth. And then you can also feel just like the kundalini like coming up. And so today we went to Neptune's grotto, and it's this underground cave, and you have to just descend the land. And I can't even believe it's so old, like how they even made the steps and the stones. And so we went there, and it was interesting because like it's like this priestess retreat, and so we're bringing reverence and holding the space, but then there's like, you know, lots of tourists and people there, but like how can we still honor the fact that we are going into like the womb of Gaia? That's how it felt. Like it was just this yonic deep cave, and the water is just like so sacred in there, but you can't go in it. Like just like the freedom, like the mermaid, and you just want to like get in the water, and like as they did, as these women did, and it's just like there's so much soul memory just walking around in Sardinia. And so that was this morning, and then just now there's this bunker, because right now like I'm on this rock thing, and this was actually like a military base, and they actually never went into wartime here because they like basically they got invaded, and instead of acting on it, they hid. They pretended like nothing was happening, and so they escaped war that way. And so it's this interesting like masculine space to be in because it's a military bunker. But anyways, there was this like underground cave, so we went underground again, and it was where they would keep these war weapons. And so it was like all these little cells, like one on top of each other, like bunk beds. They were like jail cells. And so all the women went down into them, and we did what's called, I've never done this before, but it's called swamping. And it's like letting sacred rage out, and so you just fucking scream, and it goes from rage, and then it goes into sorrow, because underneath rage, the rage is the mask of deep sorrow. And then from there you go into your turn on, and you open up the Shakti energy in a way that's like very, you fill up yourself with all that you are. And it was so intense. I'm the youngest one, so I think I just have like less life experiences that make me angry. And so there was this point where everyone was just fucking screaming, and it was beautiful and it was holy, and I screamed so much that I couldn't scream anymore, and I was like screaming for like, you know, the witches that have been burned, and just so much, and I just listened to them and just wept. Like there was like all of that energy just like coursing through my body, and then I felt so small, and I remembered like memories of being a kid, and there was just chaos or yelling and just being like, I like just feeling it in my nervous system, not being able to do anything about it, and just letting it fucking go, just letting it fucking go. And it was so powerful, and just like, you know, it's like why do these women have to wait till they're like 50, 60 years old to like really tap into all that their life experience has brought them? And then I think about, I'm like, men need these spaces too, just to like, because the alchemy is in the body, like the body remembers everything, and we think we figure it out in psychotherapy or whatever, but like it is held here, it's held in the fascia, it's held in the veins. And it was so fucking insane and wonderful. And then we turn on this music, and we just dance and like just let ourselves like move through it. And it was just so visceral, and now I feel like I'm kind of high, but also I feel tired, and I do feel angry. And it's just like the way that the world is, and the way that we treat our people, and we don't go into the somatics. The soma means body, and body is wisdom, and the body is connected deeply to the earth. And they told the story of Inanna, which is this goddess that sent into the underworld, and she had this sister, and her sister was the goddess of the underworld. And so when she descended here, in the underworld, it was kind of earth. It is. This is hell, right? This is the duality. This is the heaven and earth. This is all the things here, the multidimensional experience. And so as she descended here, she lost her memory, and she was trying to find her beloved. And her sister, decided I was going, I will betray her, and this is my chance, right? Like, kind of jealous of a sister that gets to rule heaven. And in that experience, Inanna just started saying, like, oh, but it's so beautiful here. Look at the trees, look at the water. And it turned her sister around and made her want to, be loving. And then so she ended up being able to come back to her beloved. And our container guide, Meg, she told us that story before going down there, and I just felt it so deeply because the last retreat and this retreat, like, I'm doing the boudoir shoots, I'm shooting everyone's photos, and doing the healing as well, but like there's so much sisterhood that have been coming up as I like move into my own versions of success. It's like I think I said this in my last video, but like Snoop Dogg says, like, don't share your success, because most people don't actually want you to be successful because they do the blame, shame, compare game. And I'm feeling that. It's like as I rise, it's like I have to like let go of some of my sisters, and because it's not serving, because they're not for you, they're for the role that you were in. And I'm here to expand, I'm here to grow, and I'm here to ride a wave, but also of course it's like I want everyone to come with me. And so I hold on to relationships that aren't serving, because it's just like, no, but I know your story, I know that you're hurt, so like let me take you with me, and I just have to let it go. And so to tell that story before, and then to that she was able to reach her consort, I think that that's so much of my journey, like going through France and like experiencing different kinds of lovers, and like now an alien just with a bunch of women, and it's like back to being into that, like, okay, but it's all about the personal journey, and like everyone is a teacher, everyone is a guide, everyone is a mirror, and really all love is they're just reflecting back like what you need to see. Like, it's not like we think that we fall in love, but like really you're falling in love with yourself. And so we can't hold on to any of that. It's it's a choice to decide to be partners and to team up, but like love is freedom, and love is unconditional. And so to me, it's just like I've seen so much transactional love, and it's like, even getting turned on, it's like you turn on because there's like the point at the end is climax, the point at the end is like getting into each other's beds. But really, when you just are turned on all the time and you're walking around sacred lands, then you're using that energy to feel and to be and to make this earth more like heaven. And that is the priestess, and that is the oracle. And I keep thinking about the Oracle of Delphi, and she was a temple artist, and she used erotic movement and dance, and she was in the king's ear to bring him the codes. And he had a queen, but it was she, and for many people, was this oracle that would channel what, like, big high decisions. And because she was so embodied, because she was so in her vision, in her Shakti energy, but then of course she was seen as like a whore, right? Her sisters would talk shit, if you will. And so it's just like moving through this curse, this lineage of like, the more I step into my body and my own temple arts, my own erotic power, and not seeing it as something to hide or to be shameful, or to see it as something that is too pleasing to men. It just is. Like, it just is something that women naturally have in us. And I think I've been so afraid of sensuality for so much of my life because of conditioning and because of the church saying, I have to hold my abstinence, and going into brahmacharya practices, and then going to France and like being like reopened in this way. It's just like, okay, like, is this walls or of my temple, or is this serving? And I think it's, the more I step into my priestessness, it's like, I think that it's okay to be sensual all the time. Like, and like for me, like I'm Lana Del Rey song, like, I'm pretty when I cry, like any time that we're expressing our emotions and I haven't holding back at all. Like, if I feel adoration towards someone, I've been telling them, and like if someone's making me feel creative, I've been sharing it with them. And it's like, it fills me up and it fills them up. And it's like, why do we hide? Like, if someone lights a fire in you, like I think I've just really hid that, like, and just felt like obsession or just different emotions that weren't serving. And now I'm just gonna let it go, because as soon as I let it go, it does leave me, but the things that are for you come back. They come back like boomerangs. And so same with friendships, same with relationships, same with beautiful places, and being the ley lands of this earth, this grid, this Gaia, and where she calls us. It's important to listen to that and listen to the intuition of the land. And so yeah, today was really intense, and I'm really grateful for it. And but yeah, I'm just uncovering so many layers, and feeling like Mary Magdalene's presence, and feeling, you know, like Lumerian energy, and like this earth is so old, like it's so old, like there's so much energy here, like, we can feel it all, we can access it all, and it's because we don't let ourselves feel it that it feels like we're just numbing and we're suppressing, and we're, you know, having all of our addictions and our habits, and it's like, as this earth upgrades, so do we. And so I'm just done hiding, I guess. And so yeah, thank you for sharing this space with me. Welcome to Sardinia. It's beautiful and sacred, and I can't even believe that I'm here. And tomorrow I'm going to do more boudoir shoots, and I'm just letting these women like be naked in nature, and like showing their beauty and capturing it on a camera, and using the light of the sun and the shadows of the trees, or the lace, and the blue water. And it's just like, oh my God, like nature is so sensual, like nature is so sexy, and like it's just fucking special to be in this place where I can bring more of that and bring it to a viewership. So I'm excited. And yeah, please, if you guys want to, I got a few. I'm really excited to do the next couple sacred spaces, but I feel like there's a couple more out of you before I announce the timing. So if you have any interest, just hit the link and sign up for the wait list for the sacred space. And then also, if you want to be in museship, meaning if you're creative and you want to unblock some of that, or you need to, yeah, we can push down in a session, creativity, and we can collaborate. I'm really good with words. I'm really good with, I can figure model for fine art. You need a body, and all of that, and then to the one-on-one healings, which have been such a gift. So, so much love. Seriously, so much love. And ciao.